Greetings and gains, guys. AJ here. Now this video is probably the most anticipated video I've ever put out, simply because everyone wants to lose weight. Everyone wants to get rid of their love handles and get rid of that stubborn belly fat. And I've been there myself, man. I've been on diets that haven't worked. I've jogged around the park several times, done sit-ups at home, went to the gym, on the treadmill for hours and hours and still saw no real results. And obviously that's demotivating if you're putting in the time and effort to do something to obviously change yourself and you're not getting the results. I was on the same boat as you guys once upon a time, but obviously from experience and studying what I study, I do a degree in sport and exercise science, and I also read up a lot of articles on nutrition and exercise, and I go to the gym and I apply these. Also I apply these in the kitchen as well, and I know how to diet. If I wanted to lean out, I could lean out. If I wanted to bulk up, I could bulk up, but I understand it's not a general thing. A lot of people don't have that knowledge and don't have that experience to do it. So I'm here to give you my experience and to provide you with the knowledge to diet and cut down. Now supplements, I would only recommend 4 supplements on a diet. A whey protein, a lean whey protein. You don't want to be on a mass gainers or anything. A whey protein is generally lean anyway, and it's important for you to be taking a protein which is low in carbohydrates and low in fat too. Virtually no fat and carbohydrates. So make sure that you get a whey protein which is very, very low to the absolute minimum in carbs and fats, and around 20 to 30 grams in protein per scoop. Make sure you get good value for your money as well. I would recommend the My Protein Whey Impact Whey Protein. I don't necessarily know what it's called. I'm not sponsored by them anyway, so it doesn't matter. But that's what I recommend as a whey protein because it's good value for money too. Second, I would recommend multivitamins. Third, fish oil. And fourth, BCAAs. BCAAs more as an insurance to preserve your muscle. Now, for those of you who aren't concerned about preserving your muscle and you're not bodybuilders, then I would recommend taking multivitamins and fish oil, and that's it, because you haven't got any muscle to preserve most likely if you don't want to preserve your muscle. Because us guys and women that have muscle, we want to preserve our muscle, so we'll do whatever it takes because we're like that. We're really self-conscious about our muscle and about our gains. Only kidding, it's not that serious. Let's move on to diet. How many calories do you need to consume to lose weight? Now I'm going to make things easy for you guys, and just like I mentioned in my bulk video, in the description is a BMR calculator to work out your basal metabolic rate. Click on the link, it'll take you onto a web page. The web page will ask you to enter your details. You enter your details and it will give you a number. Once you get this number, you scroll down on that page, click on the Harris-Benedict equation and times that number by the relevant number on the page. That's to work out your TDE, and you're timesing that number by your activity level. The number that it works out to be is your basal metabolic rate, meaning that those are the calories that you are to consume if you want your body to stay the same. Okay, so I know 2,900 is the amount of calories I need to consume for my body to stay the same. How I'm going to lose weight is by minusing 100 calories for the first week. If I lose weight, then fine. 2,800 calories, I'll stay on 2,800 calories. But if I'm not losing weight, then I'll minus it again by 100. So now I'm on 2,700 calories. And if I lose weight for next week, fine. If I lose weight another week, fine. Another week, fine. Until I stop losing weight, then I'll minus it by 100 again. And I would continue to do this. And that is how you put yourself on a caloric restricted diet. So now if you're a bodybuilder and you want to preserve your muscle on a cut, I would recommend 40% protein, 40% carbs, 20% fats. Because that's the common macronutrient split in the bodybuilding and fitness society. That's what is recommended and that's what is general. But you can play around with these macro ratios, but make sure that you keep your protein high. Protein is the most important macronutrient during the cut. But that's not to say that carbs and fats are not important, because they both have their roles too. Now if you're not a bodybuilder and obviously you don't want to preserve your muscle, then it doesn't necessarily matter where your calories come from, but I would recommend that you follow that same 40-40-20 split and keep it simple. In terms of exercise, if you're a bodybuilder, you should continue to lift weights, train the same, train heavy, train high intensity and keep going at it. Some people will say you're dieting, take it easy, but no, don't take it easy. Stay strong, and if you can go hard, then go hard. If you can't, then don't do it. But if you can go hard and heavy, then go hard and heavy and continue doing what you were doing on the bulk. You shouldn't change the way you train because you want to maintain your strength and you want to maintain your muscle. And the only way you can do that is by training the same and lifting as heavy as you can to make sure that your body is still used to the same weight. You don't want to switch to light weights, then go back on the bulk and your body is not used to lifting heavy weights again. You don't want that. You want to keep lifting heavy and keep your body in check. You also need to implement cardio into your routine. I'd recommend doing cardio in 2 ways. The first way I'd recommend doing cardio is in the mornings fasted. Take BCAAs with you to the gym, do your cardio, go home, do whatever you need to do, work, uni, school, whatever, then come back to the gym later and weight train. Some of you don't have time to do that. If you don't have time to do that, then fine. Just lift weights and then do cardio after. If you have no time to do cardio, then you're going to have to cut down your calories a lot more because it's going to be difficult to cut down and lose weight if you're not doing cardio unless you're on a juice. When you're in a gym and you're on a cardio machine, most gyms have cardio machines where you can enter your details such as your weight and your age. Make sure you do that so the cardio machine can give you an accurate estimate of how many calories you're burning. It won't be 100% accurate, but it's the closest thing to 100% accurate. For those of you who aren't bodybuilders, then you can just do cardio. You can just do cardio, but I wouldn't recommend just doing cardio. Do some weights. Honestly, weights will be the best thing that you ever did if you actually go into the gym, lift weights for a month and see how your body changes. Honestly, you'll come back on this video and you'll thank me for getting you into the weights. And I'm talking about you women as well. For you women who think that weights will make you big and bulky, they won't. And I made a video on it and you can check that video out here. Now, to track your calories and your macronutrients, I would recommend an app called MyFitnessPal. I can't fully explain how to use the app on this video, but I will explain on a separate video. But the best thing to do is download the app, use it and see how to work your way around it. In terms of what to eat, it's common sense. It's got to fit your macronutrients and it's got to fit your calories. So obviously you can't eat really high fat foods like fish and chips. If I had a portion of fish and chips on a diet, then that's it, I can't eat for the rest of the day. And if I can't eat for the rest of the day, then I can't hit my other macronutrient goals. Fish and chips has so much fat in it that it will probably kill half of my calories and I won't even get close to my protein goal. So use common sense. On a diet, you need to consume clean foods like boiled rice, potatoes, lean meats, grilled chicken, grilled lamb, grilled beef, beef steak. It's common sense. On a diet, you need to consume clean foods like clean carbohydrates, high in fiber carbohydrates like sweet potatoes, whole grain rice, vegetables. Vegetables are really important on a diet because vegetables are so low in calorie and you can have so many vegetables. You can eat a ton of vegetables. So make sure that you throw in vegetables in your diet so your body can stay satisfied and you're not hungry. There are so many alternatives, man. You can get protein bars, protein ice creams. The protein bars taste like chocolates, but protein ice creams taste legit like ice cream. There are so many alternatives out there that you guys may not know about, but you need to go out there and look. The reason that you're not seeing these alternatives is because you don't want it bad enough. If you wanted it bad enough, you would actively search for these alternatives. Being healthy does not mean eating boring food. When I'm on a diet, and say my friend who knows nothing about nutrition is on a diet, I'm enjoying my diet because I'm still eating great food, and he's not enjoying his diet because he's starving himself and he's running around the park not knowing what the hell he's doing. And that's the difference. The reason I'm enjoying myself is because my idea of a diet is not starving myself. Okay, maybe I'm not eating as much as I want to eat, and maybe I'm not eating the foods that I would love to eat, but I'm eating things that I love anyway. I love eating things like sweet potatoes. I love eating things like protein bars. I love cooking and cooking healthy. To be honest, guys, cooking is the most important thing. If you know how to cook, then you'll be fine. People who don't know how to cook and have been baking stuff in the oven from the freezer all their lives, they're going to struggle. You're going to struggle, but you can learn how to cook. There's recipes and stuff online. I didn't know how to cook. Seriously, the only thing I could have made back in the day is beans on toast and chips as well, but that would be a frozen bag of chips that I would deep fry, so technically that's not cooking. If you want it bad enough, you'll get in that damn kitchen. Another thing that I would recommend on a diet is water. You need to be consuming a lot of water. Now for the average bodybuilder with size, like myself, I'm not bigging myself up or anything, I'm using myself as an example. I consume 4 to 5 litres of water a day. I cannot stress the importance of water enough. Muscle is 80% water, so make sure you consume your water. It's very important. I never go a day without drinking my water. I love my water, and it's the foundation of my bodybuilding lifestyle. It's the most important thing above protein for me. Water comes first, protein comes after. The best advice I can give you is that if it's too hard, or if you're trying and it's not working, keep trying, critique yourself. Don't critique what you're doing because you're going the right way about things. Critique how you're doing it, critique yourself. That's how I learned from my experience, because my first cut and even my first bulk wasn't successful. I had to critique myself and see where I was going wrong to correct my mistakes in order to succeed in the future. And succeed I did, and so can you. But anyway guys, I think I've covered everything. Don't forget to like, comment and share the video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to my channel. It doesn't cost you anything. This is free advice, and I'm just a friendly guy who's here to help you. I am your friend. We can be friends. Please subscribe to my channel. Communicate with me. I am here for you. Remember guys, if it don't make gains, don't make sense.